Okay, you guys, it says I'm live, so hopefully I am because at first it didn't want to connect to our internet. Our internet has been bouncing out a little bit um, back and forth today, but now it seems to be working well. So it only took a minute coming in, and I'm just making sure that it actually is going live um, on my Facebook page, which I'm not seeing it pop right in, but I'm going to assume that we are live and we are just going to go ahead and start with our stream. Okay, maybe, yeah, we will. I don't know. I'm going to end and no, I'm not. I'm staying in. Okay, so 2 minutes in, and here we are. So I want to talk to you about a couple of things. As you all know, Celebration ends on Tuesday, February 28th. So that means just 2 more days to get your orders in or to join my team. So how exciting is that, my friends? Ta-da. And remember that Stampin' Up! Added the 10 other items. So we have more to celebrate. There's 9 level 1 or free with a $50 purchase items. And then there's one, it's that Eden's Garden bundle that is a free choice with a $100 purchase. So check it out. Don't delay because like I said, there's just 2 days left. And I'm always looking for team members, but I need just a minimum of one more before Tuesday. I know I can do it. So come on, peeps, help me out here. All right. So today, popping in just out of the blue with what I'm calling a Sunday Super Simple card. And today has been just a craft Sunday for me. It's warming up outside, but it's still very chilly. So not a lot of outdoor stuff happening. So I did not do my hair. I did not do my makeup. And so here we are, just the hands at Create with Brenda. I'm Brenda Hillard, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And I have got a very fun card to show you. So I was working on my team members. I tried to help them celebrate what I call their stamp-iversaries. So, hi Karen. When they, the month that they join, so last month I had a team member join in January. And actually celebrating her 4 years as a demonstrator and a team member. And then in February, I have 1 team member. So I was working on some special cards for them. And one of the cards that I made, I used this Like an Animal paper. And the only reason I really have this paper is because I do paper shares. And you have to have the paper, right? And I like to have a complete set of samples for the current designer series papers for my customers. So that means I have to order at least 1 pack of everything. So I had this pack of paper and it's like, what am I going to do with it? Watch this. I love this layout. So what I'm going to be using is Early Espresso ink. I'm going to be using the stamp set from the annual catalog. It's called Lovely You. And again, I know I've said this a million times, but I'm not kidding. I'm pretty sure that every stamp set that Stampin' Up! Has ever made, where it's the printed and then the scripted font, I'm pretty sure I have it. So, but in here, there's this sentiment over here that says, wildly grateful. How good is that, you guys, for the Like an Animal paper, right? Okay, so those 2 things and a little bit of linen thread. All right, here's the pieces, and I'll put the measurements down below in the video description along with the products, so you don't have to be writing anything down. And like I said, this is going to be pretty quick, so you don't want to blink. It could be over. Here's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And did I show you? I think I showed you yesterday on Coffee and Create. But I saw somebody do this, and it's like, that's genius. They took the edge of their card and put it right up to the top, and then brought this edge and pushed that up to the top, and hold it in place, and then burnish your crease with your bone folder. You get just this perfect edge. How good is that? I love that tip. Okay, so there's our card base. We're going to need 2 pieces. For this one, I'm gonna use basic white, but I'm gonna show you a couple of other samples where I switched it up a bit, okay? So on this piece, I want to just kind of measure up just a little bit. You don't have to measure, you can eyeball. But I want it to be about 1 1/4 inches up, okay? So if you remember, on our grid paper, each one of these little blocks is 1/4 inch, right? So if I put this here, I will know that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 1 1/4 inches. All right, so I'm gonna bring in my Wildly Grateful from the Lovely You stamp set, and again I've got 1 1/4 inch up using my little grid paper blocks, and I'm just going to stamp this right here with Early Espresso ink. All right, so done with that. And then I have these little strips of paper over here, and these measure 3/4 inch by 4 1/4 long, okay? So with the Like an Animal, it's metallic on one side and then just a matte on the other. All right, I'm gonna bring in my trimmer. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to stack these up so that the end is even. I'm going to put it at the 1 inch mark, all 3 of them pushed together, and I'm gonna cut. So now I have these 3 little 1 inch by 3/4 inch pieces, and I have 3 pieces that would be 3 1/4 because by 3/4 inch because I cut 1 inch off. All right, I think that's it for that. And then I just have a medium envelope and a piece of the paper that measures 2.5 by 6. All right, let's assemble. And like I said, it really doesn't take long. Carol, hi. This is kind of fun popping in, just like spontaneously. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this down on the white, and I'm going to leave it so that I have equal borders up here at the top and down the side. And then I'm going to take the matching, or no, I'm not. I'm going to take the next strip, and I'm just going to space that. And again, I want my top and my bottom to be even. And then I'll take my 3rd strip and space that so that they're spaced equally, or as equally as I can, I should say. Okay, so there's those. I should zoom in just a touch. Feels like I'm kind of far out there. Am I far out there? I don't know. All right, let's see if it ever popped in. Oh, heck, yes, it is. Yay. It doesn't look like it's the smoothest video, but I will upload it to my YouTube channel, and it should be good there. All right. So now I'm going to take that 1 inch piece, And I'm putting it right down here at the bottom. And then I'm going to take the matching one here, and I'm going to put that right down here, and trying to get that space the same, or whoops, or close to the same. And then the last one. So what do you guys think so far? I know, right? Like, what are you doing? Okay, so there's that. Rawr. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to take my linen thread. And I don't know if you guys know about this or not, but you put it right across. And if it keeps interrupting, my apologies. Like I said, our internet has been acting a little bit crazy today, but I will upload it to YouTube if it's really painful to watch. All right, I'm just tying it. Oh gosh, I'm out of the camera. I wrapped it around twice, and I do want to back up because I want you to see this. So I take the end of it, right? And I want my bow to be on this side, or my tie. So I start with my end over here on this side. I'm going to wrap it around twice. And then I'm just going to lift it up and tie it. Just like that. I have to pull this back a little bit because I got a little overzealous on my bow tying there. And then I'll get my ribbon scissor and give that a snip. I'm going to push it up just a little touch so it's not over our sentiment. Ah! All right, you guys, what do you think? What do you think? Add some dimensionals. And I'm just going to put one on each side to help hold my linen thread in place. All right, I'm going to take my backings off. And I'm going to bring in my soft suede card base. And I'm just going to put this, center it on the front of my card. Boom, done. It's that simple, you guys. You do need to have a little bit of a white insert or a lighter color insert in here for writing on the inside or stamping, whatever you think you want to do there. I'm going to turn these into thank you cards. I love these. Wildly grateful. Thank you for sharing, Karen. That's awesome. Helps me attract other viewers, potential customers. Yay, just people that like to have new ideas. I'm adding seal to the flap of my envelope, taking some coordinating cardstock, lining that up on the score line for the flap, and then I'm going to cut. So you that follow me know that last week I had this theme about being able to see both sides of the designer series paper with our cards. And this, as you can see today, I just glued that beautiful gold shiny paper right down to the flap of my envelope. But now I have a matching envelope and this cute card that uses the Like an Animal designer series paper. Okay, so here's a couple alternatives that I did. So here's the first card, right? Just like the one we just did, except I added a little strip on the inside for that one. All right. Then I thought, well, maybe I'll change it up a little bit. Maybe I'll put it on crumb cake cardstock. And I stamped again with the Early Espresso ink and then added a crumb cake insert just to see how that would be. I kind of like that one too. And then I did this one because I was feeling a little bit bad about gluing down all that shiny stuff. So I took the Wildly Grateful and I stamped it with Versamark. And then I gold embossed on the soft suede paper, added some of our gold cording, and I just fringed out the ends a little bit and used the shiny side. And of course, you have to make a matchy envelope. So there, we have a shiny version, a crumb cake version, and then our basic white version. Cool, right? Want to see one more? Because I thought these turned out so cute, I wanted to try one of these that uses paper from the annual catalog. And I thought this paper has been a little bit hard to work with. It is called Pretty Prints. Prints. Pretty Prints. And I'm going to use the Nature's Prints stamp set. Again, this is from the annual catalog. I'm going to use Calypso Coral ink. I have my block, my envelope, my, oh, you know what I don't have is my, oh gosh, give me just a second. I really thought I cut a card base. I know I did. Yeah, here it is. So I decided to do a petal pink card base. I thought that would be kind of pretty with this paper. I'm going to fold this. And again, I'm going to use my trimmer. I love this idea, you guys. And just wait till you try it, or put it up against any kind of a straight edge and then burnish with your bone folder. And you cannot believe what a nice crease and just how even your edges are. I missed a little bit there. There we go. All right, so let's bring in our white. And I've got my 3 pieces here. All right, and I do have to cut an inch off from those. I just wanted you to see it with different paper. If you weren't like all crazy about the like an animal paper like I was, maybe this with some pretty prints will make a difference. So remember how I set this on here so I would have a rough idea of what an 1.25 inches is. And I'm going to grab this really pretty, it says a heartfelt thank you. Oh, that's the best wishes. Here it is. Nope. I guess I can't read upside down very well. There. A heartfelt thank you. I've got my block. Now I haven't tried this one. I think this sentiment will work, but I'm not sure. But we'll find out, won't we? I keep my sentiment when I stamp it over to the left side. Isn't that pretty? I just love, love, love the font on this set. All right, so here's our little strips that we just cut. And I'll start with this one. Probably a good thing I'm doing a super simple Sunday card, because I'm not finding my supplies very quickly, and lo and behold, they're right in front of my face. So And then this one is just more of a solid. But I think this will be a really pretty contrasty color. We'll see here. Oops, I can already see I've got a problem. This goes down just a little too far. So all I'm going to do is I'll trim these a little bit. Instead of 1 inch, we'll make them 3/4 of an inch and see if that works. Let's see. Well, that's going to be close, but we'll see. So 3/4 of an inch. And our last one. I'm just cutting those down because my the Y on my thank you was a little bit lower than I wanted it to be. I think that's going to be okay. It is really close, and I feel like it's covering a little bit, but we'll see. And glue it in place and see what we think. I feel like I didn't have that one in place very well. All right, so now let's bring our Petal Pink card base back in. Ooh, I like it. I like it a lot. And this one, I don't think I'm going to, I don't think I'm going to tie anything around it. I may try die cutting. Yeah, I'm going to try die cutting just a little bit and put that piece in here and see what that looks like. Hold on. Now we went from not super simple to still simple though. Put these down. Take my backings off. And let's see what we've got. Oh yeah, I like it. I like it. I do have a piece of another one that I had cut for an envelope, but I'm going to die cut out of this. Hold on. One sec. So I'm going to bring in the Boho Blue Mini. You only have 2 more days to sign up and be able to choose the Boho Blue Mini. So, exciting. All right, so here's those Natural Prints dies. And maybe I'm just going to do a couple of these. There's 2 of these in here. Let's cut out a couple of these and see what it looks like. So plate number 1, plate number 2. Remember with the minis that you want to stagger your plates. Staggering meaning don't have these edges lined up like with our big mini. So I'm just going to lay these across. And here we go. I don't know if doing these in the same paper is going to work, but it's worth a try, right? And you got to see what the Boho Blue Mini looks like. Look at how small this is. It's the length of my hand, and it's perfect for small crafting spaces. All right, you guys, let's see what we've got going on here with our with our die cuts out of the Designer Series paper. All right. I think these are going to be pretty, just to add a little bit of, what do you think? This one is a little bit too tone on tone, but if I go out to the side more like that so you can see them, ooh, I kind of like it. I'm excited now. If I would have known that I was going to love them, I would have put an adhesive sheet on them and made these little guys stickers instead of trying to be very careful with just a little bit of glue. So I want them to go out to the side. And let's do one more with just a little bit of glue. Yeah, I can see my internet is not cooperating, but I think you've got the idea. I'm seeing some lovely comments. Okay, so there we have it. And I think we could even put a couple little more embellishments. But like I said, I wanted to keep it super simple. So I hope you'll give it a try. I would love to see what you create over on my Create with Brenda Crafters Facebook page. And thanks for popping in with me. Until next time. Bye for now.